Welcome to this On Track presentation on consistency towards financial freedom. And I'm excited to have all of you guys here. Let's get right into it. So, where there's no vision, people perish. One of my favorite scriptures. I've used ChatGPT multiple times in making this presentation. One question I asked this morning: which book has created and minted the most millionaires? Anyone want to get a guess before ChatGPT tells us his opinion?
I really hope it's not Think and Grow Rich, but I think it is.
Really hope it's not. Interesting.
That was going to be my guess.
All right. Well, let's find out. It's Think and Grow Rich, man. It is. It is crazy. Crazy. All right. Why? Why this book? Published in 1937, sold over 100 million copies worldwide. And the book is frequently cited by self-made millionaires as the spark that changed their life. Okay. I read this one back in 2008 for the first time. It blew my mind, and I've read it probably 10 plus times since. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you'll never see them in your bank balance. One of the quotes there. So another quote: whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. How many people have read the book, by the way? We got 3, at least, that I can see, but I know there's other guys with their webcams that are not on, so it's probably more people. All right. Now I've got this guy here. Who's this? Okay, this is a guy named Brian Kim. Let me explain a little bit why I'm bringing him up. He's a great YouTuber. His mission as well is to help you obtain financial freedom. And what was interesting is, I just enjoy his YouTube channel in general, and he talks about a lot of cool things. And he wrote a book just for, to humor this guy. I was like, okay, cool. Let's check out, what's he's done with his book. I've not read it. And so as I just randomly started Googling him, Brian Kim, and I found this briankim.net. And if you see in the corner there on the top left corner, it says Hidden Secret in Think and Grow Rich. Okay. So now, when I looked at Brian Kim, it's probably not him, okay? Because he has never said that he wrote another book. So it's probably one of these other dudes. There's a lot of Brian Kims, it seems like. And I downloaded this book, and I started reading it. It's The Hidden Secret in Think and Grow Rich. Now, think about this. I've read Think and Grow Rich 10 times. But The Hidden Secret in Think and Grow Rich, let's see what he says there. What's the hidden secret? Because if you can understand the hidden secret, now obviously it's best to have read the book and then read this, and the author Brian Kim says that as well. But for those of you guys who haven't read the book, here you receive it. All right, step 1: have a burning desire to accomplish one major definite purpose. One is keyword here, together with also burning desire. Step number 1, it's the most important step. Step number 2: have faith that you will succeed. Step number 3, organize a definite plan and take action. Step number 4, never give up until you achieve your one major definite purpose. And there's a secret ingredient. Can anyone guess what that is? It's going to be a tough one to find out, but it's kind of in the name of this webinar.
Consistency.
Consistency in all steps. It's the secret ingredient. I absolutely loved reading The Hidden Secret in Think and Grow Rich after having already coined myself a consistency coach. Now, I don't know a lot about, other consistency coaches out there, but reading that, it's just like, boom, okay, cool. I'm in the right place. And he says in one of the quotes in that book, he says, the steps in The Hidden Secret, when properly executed and taking in the correct sequential order on a consistent basis, will naturally induce the principles of success. And those principles of success will work together in harmony and synergy to bring about the inevitable achievement of your one major definite purpose. Now, I hope that all of you guys have figured out what your one major definite purpose is. Now, if you haven't, that's fine, but it means that you're in the right place. But the bottom line, without consistency, it's all for nothing, which is also one of the other quotes in his book. So The solution. On track, right? Not yet. We're not going to get there quite yet. Hold on a second. Hold your horses. First of all, we need to figure out where you're at. And I always like to use the analogy of being at the mall. Okay, so if you're at the mall, you'll find that red dot on that big map, and it'll say, you are here. And you're trying to get to where you want to go, your end destination. You need to know where you're at. And this is where you're at, most probably. Might lack financial freedom. And that is the same coin, just the flipped, is that you desire financial freedom, most probably. So if you're aware that you lack it, you also desire it, most probably. If you weren't, then you wouldn't be in this room anyway. And that is milestone number 1 on our road to the actual destination of having achieved your financial freedom. Now, this is me in 2008. I wanted financial freedom. This is literally 18 years ago, 17 years ago, 18 years. It was coming to 18 years ago. And this is me and my wife, then not yet girlfriend, in 2008, which is very interesting. Found, you can see the old school iPhone screenshot picture. You can see I'm a bit older than I look. Yeah, we're still both just as crazy. Now, another thought that I had in 2008 was, I'd suppose that a bachelor's degree in business administration should give me financial freedom. What do you guys think? I had no idea. I didn't know what was going on when it came to, okay, I want to get rich. I didn't know anyone who was rich in my, personal circle. I had no one to ask. And so I was like, okay, so how do I get rich? Well, it's business. I understand it's business. And so BBA, here I come. And it was not the correct answer. Let's go through this one real quick, because this is a problem in the world today. We all know university will not be able to provide financial freedom for you. But I thought at the time that it would. So I wasted a lot of time. I wasted a lot of money, and I wasted a lot of brain space compared to what you guys have to do. And I'm very grateful that I can be able to warn other people in advance who do want their financial freedom from going to university, if that is one of your plans. I'm not sure if any in this room would, but if you are, this is a call to you. So we all know this, but yet we'll ask ChatGPT again. How many enroll into university globally every year? Actually, how many men enroll into university globally every year? And so I got these statistics, and I'll shorten it for you guys. Every year, around 103 million men enroll into university and colleges worldwide. Knowing, most probably. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't know. Maybe I was, ahead of my time 16 years ago, or not ahead of my time. Maybe everyone knows today. But 103 million men, they enter there probably knowing that this is not going to take them to financial freedom. So I asked another question. If financial freedom is the ability to do what you want, when you want, with whomever you want, percentage-wise, how many who enroll to university get their financial freedom pre-graduation? Excellent question. The answer is less than 1%, likely far lower depending on how you define financial freedom. Why it's less than that? Well, to be financially free, you probably need passive or business income covering all your living expenses, no need to work for others unless by choice, freedom of time, location, and association. So 1 out of 1,000 or 1 out of 10,000, it's very, very small. Actually had one client last year who quit school in his 3rd year to do YouTube, and he became financially free during his schooling time. But it wasn't because of school, it was because of coaching, which is very interesting. I asked another question. If you start a business, what's the probability of failure if you refuse to give up for 4 years? So let's say you start a business, but you never give up. You just, I'm going to succeed with this business, and then I refuse to give up for the next 4 years. Now, obviously, you should never quit and never give up. But let's say, it's the same time frame as a bachelor's degree. And can you compare that to probability of success if you get the help of a mentor for those 4 years who's been financially free for 9 years and you refuse to give up for 4 years? By the way, I haven't had a full-time job since 2016, so that's why I asked that question. And this is the answer. Business versus university, probability of financial freedom, and the 4-year outcome comparison. University, standard student, almost no one gains full financial freedom before graduation. If you start a business but you don't have a mentor, the probability that you will have success in your business is 20 to 30% if you refuse to give up after 4 years. I thought that was a pretty cool statistic. It took me way longer, by the way, than 4 years. It was more like 8 years for me. So it's a very interesting comparison. And start business with a mentor, 60 to 80%. Mentor avoids 90% of costly mistakes, compresses 10 years of learning. I enjoy ChatGPT. How many people use ChatGPT here? Okay, so obviously it's not always correct answers. You have to, kind of measure it up to your real life experience and what you understand and other people's opinions who have what you want. But this sounded very reasonable for me based on my past experience. Okay, so takeaways. University produces almost no financially free individuals before graduations. Most graduate with debt, not freedom. Starting a business, refusing to quit for 4 years gives you 20 to 30 times better odds, even without help. And with a mentor, it's a lot more. So if your goal is financial freedom in 4 years or less, business mentorship plus relentless persistence gives you the highest probability by far. So you desire that sweet financial freedom. How do we do that? It's a skill. It's a skill that anyone can learn, anyone can eventually get to, and it's compiled by many, many beliefs, skills, and character traits that you develop over time. And this is the conscious competence model. You probably heard about the different steps previously in a different setting, but you start at the bottom with unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. So if financial freedom is a skill, well, I don't know how to become financially free. Okay, great. Then you're just in unconscious incompetence right now. And then here is conscious incompetence. You know what you don't know. So it's like, I understand there is financial freedom out there and that people have it. People like me have it. I just don't know how to get it myself. And then the next step is conscious competence, where you know that you can now do it. So you actually like, gosh dang, I've seen the light. I understand the process. I know the business model. I know that this can happen and it's happening as we speak. That's when you have conscious competence. Unconscious competence is basically, kind of Alex Hormozy. He does business without thinking about it and making millions upon millions of years. So what I've discovered in my 9 years of experience and also working as a financial freedom coach, consistency coach for the past 6 years, is that it takes about 1,000 to 2,000 hours to get your freedom. Not in terms of like, from now until that point, but in terms of working on the skill that will take you to financial freedom. And that's really insane when you think about it, because we're not even talking about 4 years now. We're talking 16 months of 2 to 4 hours per day. So we're talking about you having your full-time job, which is what I recommend. So instead of doing university, you can earn while you learn, right? You can immediately get a full-time job. You're making money, but on the side of that job, you spend 2 to 4 hours building your business, hopefully with a mentor. Over the next 16 months, you'll have gotten to 1,000 to 2,000 hours. And this goes completely in hand with this one, which is 1,000 to 2,000 hours. You don't need 10,000 hours in order for you to get your financial freedom. Like 10,000 hours is like, you're really good at financial freedom. And that's 5 years of 40 hours a week. So what does 1,000 to 2,000 hours look like? Well, it's 2 hours a day and 4 hours a day. So if you take 4 years, it's like, well, what is that? It's 1 hour a day, 1.5 hours a day. This is totally doable for anyone, including you. Financial freedom is a skill, just like I mentioned previously. The problem, it's most probably not your main priority. Now, you're here right now, but if you think about your daily schedule and the things that take you away from doing those 2 to 4 hours every single day is most probably not your priority. And you might not know this, so you might be unconscious of it, but I'm giving you the consciousness about it right now and the awareness. And how do I know this? Is because in 2008, I thought my priority was financial freedom. It wasn't. My priority at that time was, gosh dang, bro, this girl's hot. You know, like I need to get married to this girl, you know? And 2009, that's what I did. And I remember 6 weeks, I was on the tram in Oslo, and I was talking to my mother. And remember, my main priority is financial freedom. And I'm talking to my mother, and it's like, she's not pregnant yet. Like, what's wrong with me? And so she eventually did get pregnant. Boom, number one. And 18 months later, boom, number two. Like, hold on a second. Joseph, I thought your priority was financial freedom. Yeah, it is. It's not. Like, based on my daily schedule, based on the thoughts that was going on in my head at the time, I was not prioritizing it at all. So if this is a wake-up call for you in terms of your priorities, where is it? Because if it's not at the top, it's going to happen much, much later than you think. So, by the way, I have 3 kids, so we continued even after the second. But it became priority after a while, and in 2016, I finally quit my job in October. So this is another video that I gave it to you guys inside of the group. It's how to text yourself to financial freedom. And I inserted the scene from Matrix. I'm sure some of you guys remember this scene. And I use this one. Alex Hormozi uses this one. We're talking about the woman in the red dress. It's basically anything and everything that is a distraction from you actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. And that's how it works. This is from another video that I have called How to Achieve Any Goal. And you have your current situation, again, the mall situation, the red dot. This is where you are, current situation A. And your goal is to get to B. And the only way to get there is through focus. So there's something that is opposite to focus. Now you can say that it's diversification or dilution or whatever it is that you want to call it. But at the end of the day, it's distractions. And I named it like this inside of the video. And I separate all the words because it's just a bunch of gibberish, right? It's like, I can't see focus. I can't get past this and this and this and this in order for me to get to my goal. Well, then you're not going to get your goal because you're distracted. There's a great video, How to Achieve Any Goal. And in the end, you got to get rid of distractions if you want to actually achieve what you want to do. We're talking about consistency here, right? Consistency. Distractions are the only things that are keeping you away from consistency. And back to the hidden secret in Think and Grow Rich. Step 1, have a burning desire. Let's talk about that for a second. Financial freedom is having skillfully developed a burning desire for it. So a burning desire. Did I have a burning desire back in the day to get my financial freedom? Now, I had a burning desire to get married. I had a burning desire to get kids. I had a burning desire for my wife to be attracted to me and to understand female nature and what the hell is going on. Because I was 23 years old, the virgin who just got married, and I was trying to, like, why doesn't she like me? You know, obviously that's much, much, much more improved over those years now. But back then I had no idea. So that was my burning desire. But burning desire towards financial freedom at some point needs to be developed. And if you do develop it, it becomes your main priority and you start getting rid of distractions. And that's when you're starting to progress towards it. So what's the solution? On track, right? Whoa, not yet. Not yet. I'm not showing you guys why On Track is the reason that this will be the solution. So let's talk about desire still. This is your desire right now. It's like a small little flame. It's flickering a little bit. And then you got your dream reality somewhere out there. You want it, but you desire it just a little bit. And so there's this huge gap, this huge chasm between your desire and your dream reality. The way to receive it, the way to attract it to you, okay, is not to move towards it. The only thing you have to do and this is key, the only thing you have to do is to increase your desire. Fan those flames. Just make your desire bigger. That's it. Can you just make your desire bigger and bigger and bigger? Because eventually it's going to take over your dream reality. It's going to eventually get you exactly what it is that you want because you intensified and made your desire bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's the only thing. And that is the hidden secret in Think and Grow Rich, or that book. Okay. That the book, The Hidden Secret in Think and Grow Rich, that's what he talks about, is that's the number one. Step number one is more important than all the other steps. And in fact, all the other steps will happen naturally as a result of you intensifying your desire towards it and intensifying your prioritization of it. Jim Rohn, when the why is powerful, the how is easy. This is the why. Your desire is the why. So the how is easy. What does it mean? It's your burning desire, your obsession, purpose, reason, your mission. And the how is your strategy or skill set. Cold outreach, the content, the bug fixes if you're a software developer, the funnels, the systems, the trading, candles, charts, all that stuff, that you're trying to do. That's the how. Have you figured out your why? Because if you're trading and you're not profitable, the problem is not you I'm trying to figure out my strategy. Bro, it is your prioritization. It is your massive burning desire towards becoming a profitable trader. And it's taken me a very, very long time to understand this properly. Most people are stuck searching for and obsessing over tactics, but what they truly lack is a desire or why powerful enough to fuel relentless action that does not recognize failure as an option. Again, we're coming back to this, right? If you have a massive burning desire, this right here is going to happen naturally. All of it. The hours are just the how. It's like, who cares? I care a lot, obviously, but it will happen naturally as a result of the why. We're back to that, right? Or in other words, if $1 million is what you want, you have the how there. The desire still includes the how, right? Okay, cool. Solution, OnTrack? You better believe it. OnTrack is the solution. Okay, this is how it looks like on the inside for now. You've got multiple habits, and we figured out the things that actually makes the most difference. Sleep schedule, making sure you exercise every day. I hold you accountable to actually what you do with your money. And the reason why is because if you're spending it all, and there's a lot of guys that did not grow up with rich parents that don't understand how money works. And so if they never pay themselves first, but they make money online, they're still not becoming financially free. And so we hold you accountable to actually doing what's right with your money. Obviously, you choose whatever you want to do, but if you say this is the percentage I want to pay myself first, fantastic. I'll hold you accountable to it. And then the most important habit is the personal habit at the top. It gives you 4 points. We gamified this entire experience. We make sure you're on the leaderboard. I encourage you to win it every month. And Jefferson's been close a couple of times. So we have a leaderboard, and it's fun. And then we also got the time tracking. We're also adding a financial stats tab and also a burn tab, which is based on the burning desire. That's new coming up as well. So going back to Think and Grow Rich. Which book has created and minted the most millionaires? Think and Grow Rich. Key reason it mints millionaires. It doesn't give tactics. It builds the one thing that separates the rich from the rest. A burning, definite desire and belief that wealth is inevitable. And it is inevitable if you actually desire it, and you desire it with burning sensations. And the reason why it's possible is because it's just a matter of putting in the hours. It's 1,000 to 2,000 hours to get your financial freedom. It's probably 10,000 hours for you to become wealthy, right? To become rich. But then you're one of the best in the world, and then you deserve it, and anyone can do it. So why not? Why not build that burning desire towards it? So there you go. The solution, OnTrack, your tracking and accountability friend for you to achieve all your goals through consistency coaching. Jefferson saying diversification is the enemy. Gosh dang, bro. That's one of the cool parts about that Hidden Secret of Think and Grow Rich book, because he talks relentlessly about one major definite purpose. And it's like you can't see the picture, and it has everything to do with visualization. Like what you see is what you get, and so if you can't see it, you're probably not going to get it. And if you have multiple things, then you're diversifying your vision. It's like as a camera, it's like you've watched movies. It's like the vast majority of the time, if it focuses on something, it's going to be blurry in the background, right? And that's how life works. That's how success works as well.